For 2 months after my obsidian pyramid was griefed in 2017, I continued traveling further out to almost 3 million blocks away from spawn. I then found this perfect island that had a village, water temple, skeleton, zombie, and spider spawners all nearby, and I thought this would be the perfect place to set up my base. So, on 11 March 2017, my BoneSpire base was founded. First things I started working on was a skeleton grinder, an AFK fishing spot, and a storage area. I also happened to have a slime that spawned in the area, so I quickly captured it. I also made some basic farms and a smooth stone generator. I figured I'd also capture some donkeys for future dupes because this was also during the time when the first donkey dupe through the nether portals happened. On the 3rd of April, I made my first signboard and map of the entire region. The 5th of April, I constructed an iron golem farm, a villager breeder, and my 27 villager trading hall. The 6th of April, I started construction on my Columbian statue. It was a schematic, but I was using blocks from the generator. These were not any duplicated blocks. On 8th of April, I happened to get my first charged creeper, which I used at the time to create my first skeleton mob skull. And on the 12th of April, I happened to get my second charged creeper. I name tagged him Shocky, and I put him on display within my villager trading hall. The 21st of April, I finished the Columbia statue. Then on the 25th of April, I finished construction of my spider grinder using the spawner that was in the area. The 14th of May, I started construction on my necromancer's castle. By the 2nd of July, I had a working lighthouse. Then on the 30th of July, I built my companion cube. Then on the 16th of July, something unique happened. In House's attempt to remove the pig spawners, he activated a plugin that not only removed pig spawners, but all mob spawners in loaded chunks. Hence at the time, my skeleton spawner and spider spawner got removed because I happened to load the chunks when I had logged into the base. So at the time, I converted the skeleton spawner room into another storage room, and then I ended up closing off the wing to the spider spawner. Finally, by the 10th of November, I got around to finishing the necromancer's castle. This is also the time that I found a zombie, gave him a totem, some diamond armor, and a shield, and then put him on display within my base. On the 18th of November, I built a concrete powder color changing machine because I want to build a Kraken build in the ocean and I needed a lot of black concrete. By the 3rd of December, I finally got around to finishing the Kraken. After this point, there's a big lull in activity as I was off working on other projects or just exploring around 2B2T. Occasionally, I would pearl back to the base just to check on it. Perhaps maybe deliver some items for storage, but other than that, not much else. From here, we have to fast forward on to September of 2018. September of 2018 was a couple months after Hammerbeam had fallen, and all the base members were currently in my obsidian pyramid. We found out that there was a quick nether boat travel exploit that was usable again. This exploit allowed players to get into boats in the nether, glitch into a block, and then allowed them to quickly travel through solid chunks millions of blocks in only a few minutes. We knew this travel exploit would only last so long, so the Hammerbeam members used the exploit and traveled to my BoneSpire base. Once at the BoneSpire base, we proceeded to relocate all the duped items that were from the obsidian pyramid to here. This was also the time we started scouting for new locations for Hammerbeam 2. November 2018 was the time that the book dupe became public, and we were able to greatly increase our stash at the BoneSpire base for building. At this point, we had about 4 areas for stashing items. One was in the Columbia statue, and the other 3 were within the BoneSpire itself. After this time, most of the Hammerbeam members lost interest in playing on 2B. Either the members stopped playing, or they went off on their own. I also didn't spend much time at the BoneSpire base anymore, as I was mainly now using the location as a pearling hub to move accounts and items to other locations. Fast forwarding a bit more to March of 2019, this is the time where I started building numerous Super Mario Bros. Maps and my Vincent van Gogh map, which are all located near the BoneSpire base. Once again though, after this time, the base became dormant up until May of 2020, at which time it was finally found by several different people. Most of them seemed okay at first, but once I saw someone post on Reddit about the base and then they cleared out all my stashes, I knew that it was only a matter of time before they griefed the base. So I took it upon myself to destroy as much of the base as I could before they had the chance to. I hope you enjoyed seeing a bit of the history behind my base that I haven't been able to tell most people about until now. If you guys have any particular questions about a certain build, just leave them in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I want to thank you guys again for watching, and I'll catch you later. See ya.